too ambitious?
Not necessarily.
Good. Just keep that in mind. If you just remember who I am and remember who you are, we'll get on fine. If not,
you'll go crying to your uncle.
I beg your pardon. I do not go crying to my uncle. It happens that my mother is Mrs. Bigley's sister. If I feel anything is wrong, I phone my mother. She phones Mrs. Bigley, and Mrs. Bigley phones Mr. Bigley. That's the democratic way.
Mr. Finch, a man like you does not have to worry about someone like him. Smitty, you are getting Mr. Finch's particulars. Ah, yes, particulars. Now, Mr. Finch, the first question. Have you got a girl?
A girl? No.
Good. I mean, that's the right answer. I mean, it's very wise not to have a girl.
I'm glad you understand, Miss Billington. Some women wouldn't. You see, I feel that when a man wants to rise in the world of business, a girl, or let's say an emotional involvement, can only lead to getting involved emotionally.
That's very intelligent, Mr. Finch. Yes, Rosemary, are you through with Mr. Finch? For the moment. Now, if you'll just step into my office, we can get our business done. Good luck, Mr. Finch.
Thank you. Miss
Pilkington, Rosemary Pilkington.
Well, I'm glad to be aboard.
There's no coffee.
No coffee?
My coffee break. My coffee break. My coffee break. If I can't take my coffee break, something within me dies.
Something within me dies. If I can't make 3 daily trips where shining shine benignly drips, don't taste cardboard between my lips, something within me dies. Something within me dies.
any good on the inside, huh? I can't even take a coffee break around here.
But I'm merely trying to do my job.
Finch, the executive mail is my job. Listen, do you have any idea of climbing a ladder around here? The view's going to get awfully monotonous. Every time you look up, see that? You see the seat of my pants?
That's wrong! Wrong! You know Bud Crump's just jealous of you. He's trying to keep the big executives from noticing.
Thank you for defending me, Miss Billy.
Please, call me Rosemary.
Okay, Rosemary.
Now, Mr. Finch.
Call me Ponty.
Okay, Ponty. The big executives will notice. Just be patient.
Patient? Do you realize I've been waiting here for one whole week?
I know, Ponty. I haven't forgotten. Happy anniversary.
Thank you, Rosemary. At least you noticed me.
I wish I were a big executive. Like, uh-oh, here comes Judith Anderson.
Huh?
Miss Jones, Mr. Bigley's secretary. I better look busy. You too.
Say, Rosemary.
What's going on? You gotta pick up the second delivery.
Righto, Bud, old buddy boy. Gotta go to work now. Thanks for the flower, Rosemary.
Thanks for the flower. You gave my flower to Miss Jones.
Rosemary, surely you don't begrudge Mr. Bigley's secretary a moment of happiness.
Well, I guess it is important for you to be nice to Miss Jones.
Come on. No, this call is not personal. I'm calling my mother. Thanks. One of these days when I'm running the show around here, I'll clear out holes. Hello, Mother? What? Well, I know I left without my sweater, but it's warm. Now listen, Mother, I just found out something very important. There's going to be a new head of the mailroom. I want the job. You got to call that Gershman and... Well, I know I'm next in line, but there's a new fellow working here that has to be worried. Oh, he works hard, comes in on time, never goofs off, he's polite. Oh, you know, a real rat.
Yes, Miss Jones, what do you want?
Mr. Bigley, your wife is calling.
Oh, tell her I'm busy. Tell her in a meeting. Tell her I'm out. Damn it, put her on. Hello, Gertrude. Glad you called. What's on your mind? I'm busy. Well, I can't help but out there. The head of the mailroom should pick his own successor. I can't switch signals in the middle of a play. It would upset the whole team. If I interfered, it would be nepotism. Nepotism! It's when your nephew is a damn poop. I'll see. Miss Jones, I told you that talking to my wife upsets me.
Well, JB, you said to put her on.
Never mind. I need something to calm my nerves. Where is my, shoe?
I put it in the back of your right-hand bottom drawer.
Thank you. Oh, yeah. Well, let's get your point.
Yes, sir, Mr. I've already started sorting.
Finch, as head of this entire mailroom, I'd like to say I'm very pleased with your work.
Thank you, sir.
You really have an inborn gift for mail rooming.
Thank you, Mr. Trimble. Coming from you, that's a great honor.
Hello, mailroomery. No, mailroom. Just a minute. For you, Twimble, Mr. Bratton personnel.
This may be a very important call for some of us. Hello?
What's the idea?
What's the idea of what?
Oh, you know, you're trying to butter up old Twimble. Well, believe me, it won't do you any good.
Good God, Bud, just because I'm being nice to a man, does that mean I have to have an angle?
If anybody's going to get his job, you know.
Thanks, Mr. Brad. Well, boys, it looks as if they're going to promote old Twimble in the shipping department.
Congratulations.
Who's going to be in there out of the mailroom?
Well, I won't say till it's official, but Mr. Brad's going to leave the decision up to me. Twimble, he said, the mailroom is the nerve center of this mighty organization, and we want you to choose your own successor, on merit, and merit alone.
That's not fair. I'm going out for a smoke.
Smoke? He's going to go call his mother, but it's not going to do any good if I have anything to say about it. I have someone else in mind for this job.
Mr. Twimble,
Yes?
you've been with this company a long time, haven't you?
Long time. Why, last month I became a quarter of a century man.
Well, that's beautiful. Gee, a quarter of a century.
quarter of a century.
How long have you been in the mailroom?
25 years. Yep, it's not easy to get a little medal like this. It takes a combination of skill, diplomacy, and bold caution. When I joined this firm, as a brash young man, well, I said to myself, now brash young men don't get any ideas. Well, I stuck to that, and I haven't had one in years.
Play a say.
I let the company way. Wherever the company puts me there, I'll stay.
But what is your point?
I have no point of view.
Supposing the company thinks.
I think so too.
What would you say if
I would say
your place is the company thinks?
it smiles at executives, then goes back in place.
The company furniture.
Always suits me fine.
The company letterhead is
How Valentine's.
Is there anything you're against?
I need to know it.
When they want brilliant thinking from employees.
That is no concern of mine.
Suppose a man of genius makes suggestion.
That genius gets suggested to resign.
So you play it the company way.
All company policy is my medium game.
Never rise up to the top.
But there's one thing clear. Whoever the company fires, I will still be here.
It's certainly found a home. It's cozy. Your brain is a company brain.
The company watched it, now I can't complain.
The company magazine.
Boy, would smile one punch.
The company restaurant.
Every day save lunch. Their honey sandwich, it's delicious.
I must try it.
Early in the week.
Do you have any hobbies?
I'm a hobby. I play gin with Mr. Bratz.
And do you play it nicely?
Play it nicely. Still, he blitzes me in every game like that.
Why?
'Cause I play it the company way. A company policy is my medium pay.
How can you get anywhere?
Junior have no fear. Wherever the company fires, I will still be here.
We'll still be
Here, it's going, there is going. They may be promoting me, but till then the mail must go through. Hi, Bud, how's your mother?
What mother?
What mother?
Hello, men. Well, Trimble, it's all set. As of today, you're head shipping.
Thanks, Mr. Bratz.
Now, let's talk about your successor. Say, Brad, you heard from my uncle today?
No, Bud.
Go ahead, Trimble. Your shoes are going to be hard to fill. But who have you picked to fill?
Well, Mr. Bratz, I've given it a good deal of thought, pro and con, and I believe your man is young Finch.
Congratulations. I'm going out to get us.
Thanks, but I can't accept.
Are you turning this job down?
That's right, Mr. Pratt. I feel there's a man who is better qualified and who has been here, well, longer than I. Gentlemen, I recommend Bud From.
You're kidding. Bud From? Well, this is something. I mean, surprise, Wise. Well, as long as he feels that way. I'm going to call my mother and tell her.
I don't understand.
Mr. Trimble, let me explain. Knowing you has taught me a lot.
Hello, JB. It's Brett. Oh, I understand your problem, JB. Actually, we had picked someone else. But it's all right, JB. The young fellow we picked turned the job over to Bud. He thinks Bud is better qualified. No, he hasn't lost his mind. He was explaining about it when you called. Go ahead, Fish.
Mr. Trimble, the great thing you have taught me is that no individual is as important as the whole company.
He says no individual is as important as the whole company.
The whole team is greater than any one single player.
The whole team is greater than any single
The
player.
whole crew is greater than any one orchestra.
The whole crew is greater than anyone else.
The whole salad is greater than
The
any
whole
one piece of
salad
bread.
is... Oh, you can hear it.
The whole omelet is greater than any one egg.
Isn't that great, JB? Sort of shows you up, doesn't it?
Is
Finch.
F-I-N-C-H.
F-I-N-C-H. Right. Well, I'm going to keep an eye on him myself.
All right.
All right. See you later, JB. Finch, you got me off the spot with Mr. Big.
Well, I'm glad to help, Mr. Pratt.
I appreciate it. Well, good luck.
Mr. Trimble, don't I have to take this mail to Mr. Gatch?
Gatch?
Gatch.
Say, I just remembered. Mr. Gatch is looking for a junior executive in his department. Meet you ahead of the mailroom, Bud Frump.
Thanks, buddy, old man. Good luck, bud.
Come along, Finch. I want to talk to you. You sure amazed me. I'm still wondering why you did this for me.
So am I. I still think my original choice of man is best.
Now, wait a minute, Twinkle. Why okay it?
Wait a minute, bud. I've been with this company a long time. 25 years. I just want to make sure everything's done the right way.
I know what you mean, Mr. Twimble. From now on, I'll play it the company way. Wherever the company might be there, I'll stay.
Whatever the company doesn't matter, he'll do.
Whatever my uncle may think, I think so too.
I'll be keeping the company pride.
I'm trying to that over and Mrs. Brad inside.
But God is no longer the rock we used to be.
I pledge to the company's sweet conformity. I will someday earn my medal, 25-year employee. I'll see to it that the medal is the only thing they'll ever pin on me.
Where is the company way? Executive policy, what is my way?
I'll never be president, but there's one thing clear. As long as my own can stand me, I will still be here. I'm so proud. Come on, everybody, it's a celebration. I want to invite you all to have lunch on me. Boys and girls, I have another announcement to make. Mr. Gatch is taking young Finch into his department as junior executive. Wait a minute, just a minute. I want you to jump back. It's canceled. Just a minute. Can I help you, honey?
Graham.
You don't understand, Miss. You see, I'm Bud Frump, J.B. Bigley's nephew.
Oh, how do you do? I'm waiting for Mr. Brad personnel. I'm the secretary.
I spotted that the minute you came in.
Oh, thank you. I'm new at this.
Miss LaRue?
Yes?
I'm First Pratt personnel. Sorry to have kept you waiting. Oh, not really. Oh, I understand. Miss LaRue, you'll just come with me. I'll be Oh, sorry. This is Miss Smith, my secretary.
How do you do, dear?
Fine, dear. Mr. Brad. Mr. Brad. Mr. Brad! Miss Smitty. I have to get some new tax withholding blanks.
Yes, you can do that, Smitty. Miss LaRue, you'll just come with me. I'll get your particulars.
3923.
I was a fool!
Boy, isn't she something?
not a toy to fondle and dandle and playfully handle in search of some puerile joy. No, a secretary is not, definitely not, a toy.
You're absolutely right, Mr. Bratt.
We wouldn't have it any other way, Mr. Brad.
It's a company rule, Mr. Bratt.
A secretary is not a toy. No, my boy, not a toy.
So knuckle jumping for joy, boy, a secretary is not. A secretary is not. A secretary is not. A toy. She's a highly specialized key component of operational unity. A fine and sensitive mechanism to serve the office community. With a mother at home, she supports, and you'll find nothing like her at FAO Schwartz.
A secretary is not the thing found by key boy string.
Her path is to write in and not spend the night in.
Is that what you plan to enjoy? No. A secretary is not a pet store, an errand set.
It happened to Charlie McCoy, boy, we fired him at the shop. The day that fellow forgot, a secretary is not a toy. Good brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. Secretary you got is definitely not employed to do the right. Or you know what? Before you jump the door, remember this, my boy. A secretary is not a tinker toy. Ha!
She wants you promoted.
Why not? Other people are being promoted.
Well, I told your Aunt Gertrude that I wasn't going to promote you until you...
Good evening, Mr. Bingley.
Good evening, Miss LaRue.
Uncle Jasper,
Ooh, I told you never call me that around here.
Sorry, JP.
Now, haven't you got something to do?
I was just gonna go get my coat and go home.
Good. So, Miss LaRue, how do you like your new job?
It's a big fat nothing.
Sweetheart, you can't talk that way around here.
I thought you could help me be a big businesswoman, like Helena Rubinstein or Betty Crocker. And what happens? I get stuck in this damn photographic pool with no one to fish me the hell out.
But Angel, these things take time. You have to learn them. Yes, Miss LaRue. In a large operation like Worldwide Wickets, there are many multiple Hey, I promise you.
I give up a wonderful job. Head cigarette girl at the Coke Bar.
The surroundings. You said you hated all those men staring at you and making advances.
It's no difference here in big business. At least at the Coke Bar when I got pinched, I got tips. Around here a girl can't even bend down to pick up a pencil with confidence.
Someone has been bothering you? Who? Just let me know. Yes, Miss LaRue. Yes. In a large operation like Worldwide Facets, there are many multiple wicked.
Never mind that. You didn't keep your part of my bargain.
But honey, I meant every word. Tell you what. I'll meet you at your place in, say, 10 minutes and we could talk it all over.
No.
But hey, please, I want to go. Oh, yes, Miss LaRue. In a large operation like Worldwide Wickets, there's a... I thought you were going home. to be rather a shy person.
Yes, you go ahead, JP. I'm meeting Mother for dinner. She loves dinner with me. I tell her everything that happens all day at the office. Now he's thinking,
The kid could really put me through hell.
and she's thinking,
The kid can even name the hotel.
now he's thinking,
I wonder if he dare.
and she's thinking,
There's blackmail in the air.
and he says,
It's a holdup!
and she says,
Down.
All right. You're promoted.
It's 10 after 5.
Which way's the booze?
wherever you
Here it is, boys and girls. You all know that our advertising department has been in some trouble lately. But I think I finally found a man who will put all my wickets back on top. Mr. Benjamin Burton Daniel Ovington.
Thanks, boys and girls. I can't tell you enough how proud I am to be joining the worldwide Wicked family now. I know I don't know very much about wickets, but I do know about advertising. My theory of advertising can be summed up in one sentence. Shove it down their throats with a soft sell.
Good without thinking, Ovington.
And I'd like to say that...
Benjamin Burton Daniel Ovington. What the hell kind of name is that? Wow, that elevator made me dizzy.
Eddie, JP wants me to take you home.
I need a shower. I'm going to JP's office and then I'll freshen up.
Okay, Eddie, have a nice shower.
You know, you're cute. Not as cute as Finch. Such a cute.
Not as cute as Finch! Going up to the party, Pete?
Yeah.
You'll tell Mr. Finch I want to see him down here. Tell him it's important.
Okay.
See him? He's in there, taking a shower. And I've got something up my sleeve that's going to put little Finch right. Oh, hello, Finch.
What's this all about, bud?
JP wants you to go to his office. He'll meet you there.
But I just saw him.
Well, I guess he didn't want to say anything in front of Ovington. Well, you know how it goes with advertising managers around here.
Do you think your uncle is considering...
I don't know anything. I just know that I was told to tell you to go to his office.
Well, I've never seen his office anyway. Thanks, bud.
You're welcome. Now to get my uncle.
Yes. Hello.
Mr. Bigley?
No, it's me.
Oh, Hetty, I was supposed to meet Mr. Bigley down here.
Mr. Bigley, he's not coming down here. Somebody gave you a bum steer.
I should have known it was a rib. Well, I'd better...
What's your hurry?
I think I'd better get back to the party.
It's more fun down here.
I really think I'd better.
Are you anxious to get back to that, Rosemary? Are you stuck on her?
Rosemary, she and I are just good friends.
That's very sensible. An up and coming young chap like you shouldn't be tied down. I've been watching you, kid. You're going places.
Yeah, Venezuela. Look, Hetty,
Wouldn't JB just die if he painted him and saw us kissing?
frankly, I'd rather he didn't.
Come on, Finchy. Let's try it. Finch, you better, because if you don't, I'll tell JB you did.
Okay, but just once.
What about that kiss?
Rosemary!
It is highly insulting to think of two broads in the middle of one kiss.
Well, I'm sorry, Hetty. Something happened to me. I can't explain it.
Finch, you're in love.
That's right. Finch is in love. It's like there's music all around me. Like a symphony. I must have been in love ever since she first took my particulars.
And you learned this all from my kiss?
Yes, Hetty.
I don't know my own strength.
Suddenly there is music in the sound of your name. Rosemary. Rosemary was the melody locked inside me till at last out it came. Rosemary, just imagine if we kissed. What a crescendo! Not to be missed. As for the rest of my lifetime program, give me more of the same. Rosemary. Rosemary, there is wonderful music in the very sound of your name.
I heard one girl talking at the party. Where is she?
Rosemary, something wonderful has happened.
What are you talking about?
Oh, can't you hear it? Can't you hear it? Suddenly there is music in the sound of your name.
I can't hear a thing.
Rosemary. Oh, just listen, it's all around me. It's like a beautiful pink sky.
Listen to me, Jane Pierpont Finch. Have you lost your mind?
Rosemary, darling, will you marry Jane Pierpont Finch?
Now I hear it, I hear it, I hear it! Suddenly there is music in the sound of your name.
Rosemary, just imagine if we kissed. What a crescendo!
I'm sorry, I thought.
Mr. Bigley, it's all my fault. I insisted that Mr. Finch show me your office.
Oh, well, actually, I just came in to, wash up.
Excuse me.
Wait. Finch, I owe you an apology.
You do? For what?
Never mind that, but I still do not approve of what you were doing when I walked in here. I do not condone that sort of thing between executives and their secretaries.
But Miss Pilkington is not my secretary.
Good point.
We've given you my beat here, JB. We've been waiting for you.
I haven't finished my speech yet.
You made a fine speech, Mr. Ovington.
Yes, you did, Mr. Ovington. Very fine speech.
Ovington, this is Mr. Finch of Plans and Systems.
How do you do, Mr. Ovington?
How do you do?
Mr. Ovington, I didn't get a chance to tell you at the party, but I've read a lot about you in Fortune magazine. Some wonderful stuff. Mr. Bigley, did you know that Mr. Ovington was an All-American halfback at college?
Is that so? Where did you play, Ovington?
The greatest little college in the world. Northern State.
Chipmunk!
I sure am a chipmunk. Did you see the way we murdered the groundhogs last Saturday?
Ovington, I'm not a bigot. I've hired men from all colleges. Lions, tigers, bears,
Oh my.
badgers, gophers, and other assorted animals. But never a chipmunk! Your resignation is accepted. All right. The chipmunks on the field. You like that?
Chipmunk rock. Chipmunk rock. Chip, 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 chip. Chipmunk.
That was a narrow squeak.
Well, it's a big shock to me, sir.
Finch, maybe it's me that you're head on the ball when it comes to advertising.
Say, JB, what are we going to do for a new advertising manager?
Finch, you've always wanted that rotten job. Do you think you can handle it?
Oh, I don't know, sir.
Ooh, if there's one thing I admire in man rat, it's humility. Finch, I'm making you vice president in full charge of advertising.
Me, a vice president?
JB, I don't want to question your decision. Finch is very bright, but he is rather inexperienced, and I like it.
Rat, I think we've really hit on something here. This boy is loaded with great ideas.
Ideas? Tell us some of them, Finch.
Well, sir, you know, sometimes when
Come on, Finch, where are those ideas?
Well, sir, the thing is,
Put on your shut up, son.
Well, you know, Mr. Bigley, sometimes...
Get on the ball or you'll be out of here like a shot.
Well, sir, I'd like to have some time to give you a clear-cut campaign.
Say, JB, the plans board is meeting day after tomorrow. Finch can tell us all of his ideas then.
Fine, Finch. You have 48 hours to come up with a brand new advertising campaign. Better get going, because you are now vice president in full charge of advertising. And frankly, up till now, I'm pretty dissatisfied with your work.
I don't care what happens. I'm a vice president. Vice President Finch. Hello, operator. Get me the stationery shop downstairs. Hello, this is Mr. Finch. Remember those cards I spoke to you about last week? Go ahead and print them right away. Now, let's see what. Oh, girls, you can come out now.
Thanks, Rosemary.
Rosemary, I've got a surprise for you. I've been made a vice president.
Ooh, can I be your secretary?
Gee, I'd love that, Eddie, but Rosemary's going to be my secretary.
I guess I'll just go back to the Senate. Guess I'll have to wait for that pitch until after he's married.
Rosemary?
I'm going to be your secretary?
Of course, you were Mr. Ovington's secretary, and now I'm taking over his whole department.
And what makes you think I'd be your
I'm in charge of advertising now, and you know what a tough job that is. And I can only do it if I have your help. Rosemary, I need you.
You do? Well, in that case, all right, I'll be your secretary.
Wonderful, now let's get to work.
Just like that? Aren't you forgetting something?
Oh, yes. Hello, operator. Who leaves names on office doors?
Finch, aren't you going to kiss me?
Kiss you, I can.
Why not?
You're my secretary. Wait a minute, Rosemary. Hello, name painter?
Wait a minute, Rosemary. Hello, name painter?
This is Mr. Finch. I want my name on my door in gold leaf. J. Pierpont. J. Pierpont. Oh, capital.
In the sound of my name.
Yes, block letters. J. Vice President in charge of advertising.
Of my lifetime program will be more of the same.
The usual spelling. J.
I can't stand it.
Whatever happened to
On your own door. There is
wonderful music in the very
I suppose you're wondering why I'm here.
Well, frankly, yes.
Honey, I want you and me to be friends. You know, smoking peace pipe. You've never liked me.
Oh, Bud.
Don't deny it, it's true. And I don't blame you. I've been a no-good, backbiting fink.
Oh, Bud, that's a bit strong.
Well, how would you put it?
Well, I guess your way's best.
Why not change all that? Now, I know you're stuck for an idea, and I was
Now,
thinking...
wait a minute, Bud. I am not stuck.
I was thinking that giveaway shows were going to come.
Bud, I don't need anyone else's ideas. And what was that?
I have this idea for a giveaway show. It's called the Worldwide Wicked Treasure Hunt. We have a $1,000 savings bond somewhere, and every week on television we give clues as to where it is. Now, I just say, you don't need an idea, but just let me leave this with you, and if you get a chance, think it over. Because the meeting's in a few little while. I mean, it's soon.
Bud, what did your uncle say when you brought it to him?
Well, I haven't told it to him. If I brought it to him, he wouldn't listen. That's why I brought it to you.
Now, wait a minute, Bud. You haven't told this to your uncle?
No, honey. Well, look, if you're not interested...
Well, Bud, the idea doesn't give me much nourishment, but maybe I'll give it a bit of a think.
Well, feel free to use it.
Treasure hunt. What the hell do you want?
Jamie, you remember that television idea I once told you about? Treasure hunt?
I told you what I thought of that stupid treasure hunt.
I just wanted to remind you that you didn't like it.
Where's Finch?
Not here yet, sir.
Well, don't start without him. We have a lot of other business to take care of before we come to Finch's presentation. Brat?
Yes, JB.
That stuff that you recommended for my crabgrass does not work at all.
I can't understand it, JB. It worked beautifully on my lawn.
Well, my lawn's a mess. Better come up with something soon.
Right, JB. We never have any trouble with crabgrass at our place.
Why? What do you use?
Cement. Just a little joke, JB.
Gentlemen, you will excuse my nephew. It's a combination of youth, high spirits, and extreme stupidity. Now let's see, where were we? Wow. Hey, hello? Oh, we'll send him right in. It's Finch. Is this all?
Gentlemen, I'd like to present my new approach to wicked advertising. It's based on an idea which, in my humble opinion, is brilliant.
Sounds promising. Proceed, Finch.
Give us a second, sir.
Most certainly. Did you catch that game last weekend?
Didn't see it.
Didn't miss anything. I told you you didn't miss anything. What seems to be the holdup, Finch?
I don't know, sir.
I told you it was a bad idea, JB.
I put up with this all the time ago. JB this, JB that. Man can't even have a cigar.
Here's an idea. Why don't you try turning it on?
Maybe if you would plug it in.
Please go plug that in, sir.
That's 2 minutes. Oh, it's hot.
Why don't you look harder? Well, what the hell is happening?
Why is there a cord hanging from the projector?
Shut up, bud! That is supposed to be a picture of Mount Vesuvius in eruption. It gives you an idea of the impact our new television show is going to have. Now, JB, an example of the kind of national publicity you can look forward to. Imagine JB on the picture of a Time magazine on the slider. Cover of Time! It's on Newsweek. The cover of Newsweek! And finally, JB, Golfer of the Year!
Well done, JB! You've done it again, old chap!
I know I can do it. Now, here is a map of our potential wicket market. Just pretend. It's divided into social, geographic, and ethnic groups. It shows how we will make deep penetration and overwhelming saturation in those areas where resistance has long been peakiest.
I like this thinking.
Thank you, sir. Imagine a sales chart pointing down. This is the sales chart of our past fiscal year, which represents the disastrous effect of our former advertising policy in terms of per capita consumption of wickets. Now imagine one pointing up. And this is what's going to happen to our sales when we finally get going, as we will. Up, up, up. And there you have it.
Well done, Finch! That's the best darn slideshow I've ever seen!
Can I ask a question, JB?
Yes?
What is his idea?
You heard it. The television show that will give us penetration and peak reaction. Great, doesn't it, Ben? Sounds great. What do you think about that, guys?
But what's the idea for the show?
I don't see why you have to be so damn negative. The only ideas you come up with are lousy ideas like treasure hunts. Well, Finch, what is your idea?
I don't think I'm going to tell it to you.
Why not?
Well, Mr. Bigley, I've always thought of you as a man of breadth and vision, but now I'm not so sure. I don't know, I'm thrown.
What?
Well, by the way, you spoke to Bud about his idea for a treasure hunt. And the fact is, there are treasure hunts and treasure hunts. When Bud brought it to me, I thought it was a lousy idea, too.
I should hope so.
But then I remembered something, JP. You know, an idea in itself is nothing. It's the development that counts. Leonardo da Vinci drew some sketches for a flying machine, but it took American know-how to develop them into the Boeing 707. A man named Gatling once invented a little machine gun, but it took a mighty brain to take this simple little machine gun and to develop it into a great program like the Untouchables. When I thought of this, Bud's silly little idea became a challenge to me, and I said, I'm going to take this idea of Bud Frumps and defrump it. First of all, my treasure's not a bond, and it's not money. It's stock.
Stock!
50,000 shares of stock.
Stock in our company.
These days, people like stock better than money.
How can we issue 50,000 extra shares of stock?
That's no problem. It's a simple matter of taking the convertible debentures from the sinking fund, issuing stock options which are exchangeable for rights, which we then convert into non-voting common and replace with warrants.
Tell me that again.
I can't.
It can't be done.
What if it could, JP? Wouldn't it create tremendous excitement?
But it can't be done.
What if it could?
But it can't.
What if it could, JP, just for once? Say it could be done. What's your answer?
I forgot the question.
You can't give away stock.
We give away stock dividends, don't we? Please, let me go on with my presentation. We're ready.
Finch, I hate giveaway shows.
So do I, JP, but the public always loves them. I tell you, anybody who comes up with a new, unrigged, unfixed way to give away something for nothing is going to clean up. And I've got that new twist. Gentlemen, the worldwide wicked treasure girl.
What is this?
This, JB, is the secret ingredient. The thing that will take the country by storm. I'm combining greed and sex. Can't miss. Go ahead, Penny.
Hello there. I'm the worldwide Wicked Treasure Girl, and each week I'll bring you a clue onto where the worldwide wicked treasure has been stashed.
Very.
There, that's right. The sky patch gets me mixed up. Is it the picture of it?
Very nice, very nice. This little is just helping me demonstrate the idea. She won't be a regular treasure girl.
Naturally.
When we finally go on the air, we need a big name personality.
That's okay, because I'm leaving the firm, of course. But I wouldn't if...
Offhand, I'd say this would be great for someone like Elizabeth Taylor.
Why don't you just get Queen Elizabeth?
This is an American program. Now listen, JB, 50,000 shares of stock plus a beautiful treasure girl.
JB, let's tell this maniac off and get on with our business.
Gentlemen, let me alone with Finch. I'll take care of this.
Okay.
Men here. Hey, what about the SEC?
What about the FCC?
What about the stockholders? What about the board of directors?
What about the federal statutes?
What about the Federal Trade Commission?
What about the Senate Investigating Committee?
He seems to have disappeared.
Hey, find him.
Haven't seen him.
My
book was more useful. I booked bets for all the other window washers. Cleaned up a bundle. Should have stayed in that business. 8 buildings wreck, our stock is down 5 points. We're the laughing stock in the industry.
I know, Wally, it's ghastly.
I could understand a college man pulling a boner like this, but not no window washer. Now this idea of yours.
Now, wait a minute, Wally. If it's one thing I won't do, it's take credit for another man's idea. Especially when he's the boss's nephew.
You never told me you hired your nephew.
Nephew? Oh, nephew! He's not really my nephew. He's my wife's nephew. And Wally, this may seem like nepotism, but I've never shown him any favoritism. In fact, I hate him.
But you love his ideas.
Oh, no, when he brought it to me, I told him it was a lousy idea. Then Finch brought it to me, and I still said it was a lousy idea. And I told Finch it was a lousy idea.
Why'd you buy it?
Seemed like a good idea.
Treasure hunts, treasure girls.
The idea for the treasure girl was Finch. He can't deny that. Huh? Right.
Well, that was my idea.
And not a bad one at that. But who the hell picked that bubble-headed tomato?
No, Wally, I don't want you to get the wrong idea. This is a very nice girl. You ought to have a talk with her.
I intend to. Well, looks like I got the whole picture now. The question is what to do and who to do it to.
Now, wait a minute, Wally. Before you go making any hasty decisions, I'd like to say a few words.
About
What? Humanity. You see, even though we're all part of the whole corporate setup, deep down underneath our skins, there is flesh and blood. We're brothers. Now you may join the elves, my friend, and I may join the Shriners, while other men may carry cards as members of the diners. Still others wear a cloven key or small Greek letter pin. But I have learned there's one great club that all of us are in. There is a brotherhood of man, of an epic brotherhood of man, a noble time advice, fusing hearts and minds into a brotherhood of man. Your lifelong membership is free. Keep forgiving each brother all you can. Oh, aren't you proud to be in that fraternity, that great big brotherhood of man? So, Wally, I want you to remember that before you consider firing Mr. Big.
Who's considering that?
You see, Wally, I know what's on your mind. You'd like to clear out the whole crowd of them from top to bottom. That's the obvious choice, but stop and think. One man may seem incompetent, another not make sense, while others look like quite a waste of company expense. They need a brother's leadership, so please don't do them in. Remember, mediocrity is not a mortal sin. There, in the brotherhood of man, step into giving all we can. Aren't you proud to be that fraternity, that great big brotherhood of man?
reprise.
Look, I can make it work for what?
No, I can't.
It doesn't pay to be decent. Well, I'm not gonna go. No, you can't make me. I'm too young to go. I'm just a boy.